I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet, and today we are going to learn how to crochet this braided knit stitch or braided waistcoat stitch. I've also seen it called the Turkish star stitch. This is an absolutely beautiful stitch to work, as you can see here in front of you. And one of the unique things about this stitch is that it's worked most commonly in a round. So it's great for those bag projects, any projects where you need to work in a round. It's quite easy to work once you get the stitch going and your stitch counts correct, and it could be worked in a variety of crochet yarn weights. Today I'm going to be working in a worsted weight yarn. It's a 100% cotton called Pima Cotton by Lion Brand, and I'll be using a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook. So thank you so much for joining me. If you're looking for the free written instructions, they can be found on my website at richtexturescrochet.com, and there's a direct link for you in the description of this video. Let's grab our hooks and yarn and get started. As we're getting started here, if you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe and take a look around. There are lots of free crochet patterns on my channel, and the channel is updated every week with new patterns and crochet stitch tutorials. So we're going to start our stitch today by making a slip knot and then by working a round of chain stitches. Your multiple today will need to be a multiple of 2 stitches, so just an even number of stitches, and we will be joining our chain at the end to make the round. Today I'm going to just chain 20. And 20. Once you have worked that even number of stitches for your foundation chain, being careful not to twist your chain, you're going to join with a slip stitch into that first stitch. You're then ready to begin round 1. For round 1, you're going to chain 1 and then work 2 single crochet stitches into that same stitch as joining, right into that same stitch. You're then going to skip the next stitch and into your next stitch, work 2 single crochet stitches. You're going to repeat that all the way around. Skip the next stitch and into your next stitch, work 2 single crochet stitches all the way around. At the end of your round 1, you'll have 1 stitch remaining. You will not join into the first stitch, as we're going to be working into continuous rounds. If you would like, you can take a stitch marker and mark your first stitch and move that stitch marker as you go. Today I'm actually just going to continue working in the round so you can see it working. Now I should have also mentioned at the beginning of round 1, because these stitches are worked in a similar way to the waistcoat stitch or the knit stitch, you are going to want to make sure that your stitches are fairly loose, and you'll see why in just a moment. For round 2, you're going to be skipping your chain stitches, and you're going to skip the first single crochet, and into the second single crochet you're going to insert your hook through the center of the stitch and work 2 single crochet stitches. So if you look at the front of your stitch, you see that you have 2 vertical bars. You're going to be inserting your hook directly through the center of those 2 bars, yarning over and working a single crochet. You'll want to work 2 of them through the center of that second single crochet stitch. Skip the next single crochet, and into the next one you're going to work the same, and it is fairly hard to see on this first round, but once again inserting your hook through the center of that next single crochet, work 2 single crochet stitches. You're going to repeat this all the way around. Skip the next single crochet and into that next one, work 2 single crochet stitches, inserting your hook directly between those 2 vertical bars, keeping your stitches quite loose because again you're going to be working into them later on. You're going to repeat this all the way around. Now you may feel at first that beautiful pattern that you saw at the front at the start of the video is not coming through, but as you work a few rounds of this stitch, you will start to see it really come out. I'm going to continue working all the way around. If it helps, you may also wish to work a simple round of single crochet stitches at the beginning. It's really up to you. Once you come all the way around at the end of round 2, it does get a little bit easier to see. And all you're going to do for the rest of the pattern is repeat that round 2. So when you come around, you're going to skip that next single crochet once again into the center of, so you can see my 2 vertical bars, in through the center of that stitch, insert your hook and work 2 more single crochet stitches. Skip the next stitch, through the center of the next stitch, work 2 single crochet stitches. And keep going around and around for as long as you would like. Once you've reached the desired length, you can then fasten off and weave in your ends, and that's all there is to working this braided knit stitch. I'm going to just work a few more stitches here and then pull back, and you should be able to start to see that pattern come through. It's one of those stitches you can really get into a good rhythm working, and the results are very satisfying. I'm now on my 3rd round, and you can really start to see the pattern come out. And there it is. So thank you so much for joining me, and once again I invite you to take a look around and subscribe. And if you happen to work this stitch in the project, I would love to see it. You can tag Rich Textures Crochet on social media or pop it over in an email to me, and I hope you would really enjoy this stitch. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Until then, happy crocheting. Bye.